Hello, I'm Keith and welcome to another home media minefield, helping you with information to navigate the complexities of home cinema and home media entertainment. And in today's show we're going to look at the Second Sight Films release of Upgrade, Leigh Whannell's 2018 sci-fi thriller that's kind of RoboCop meets Death Wish. Now I remember seeing this when it came out at Fright Fest 2018, and at the time thinking this was an incredibly good film and very entertaining indeed. When it did get first released onto home media a few months later on DVD and Blu Ray, it just got a bare bones release with no special features whatsoever. The Australian Region B release did get some exclusive featurettes, but it wasn't really until Second Sight did this re-release that it became quite a comprehensive list of bonus features, and we're going to dig into that now. Now, in terms of the picture quality, to give some background, this film was shot digitally on an Arri Alexa at 3.6K with a digital intermediate of 2K. So that's possibly why the decision was made just to release this on Blu Ray and not do a 4K UHD release at this particular time. But in terms of the picture quality, it is very crisp. You notice a lot of detail in this. The contrast levels are good. It really does have that feel of a kind of 80s sci-fi action film, which was very much what Leigh Whannell was trying to capture with this. So the film is presented in its full aspect ratio here, and as far as the overall picture quality goes for this, I think most people will be happy with this Blu Ray high def edition. In terms of the audio mix for this, there's a DTS 5.1 audio on this release. Nothing earth-shattering here, but some good separation on the channels during the action sequences. So both audio and video are of a decent quality for this version. Now, the packaging for this release definitely warrants some mention. Second Sight Films have done a great job in this. It comes in one of these hard slip cases, which is rather nice. In terms of the Amaray keep case inside, they've elected to go for a black colour, a little bit like they've done with the 4K UHD releases that are available these days. So it's sort of a translucent black cover for that, which is also quite a nice addition. What this also has is some exclusive artwork by Adam Stothard, which appears on the cover and also on a poster that you get with this. There's also a 40-page booklet with some production stills in it and a couple of essays from John Towson and Scott Harrison on the actual production of this. So again, rounds off this package and makes it quite attractive. Now onto the special features. As I mentioned at the beginning, Madmen Entertainment had released a version of this in Australia, which did include a couple of small featurettes and an audio commentary by director Leigh Whannell. Now, the audio commentary has been ported over to this special edition. The commentary is very comprehensive indeed. Leigh Whannell, obviously a big fan of films himself and grown up listening to commentaries, so really delivers here with a nice balance of production information, what it was like to work in Australia, and how to try and create a futuristic look for this film and some of the challenges that involved, but also does credit working with the cast and crew on this also, and goes into quite a lot of detail. So a worthwhile commentary for anybody that's interested in the filmmaking process. The rest of the special features round out to about an hour's worth of interviews. These are unfortunately just talking head interviews to camera with no behind the scenes footage. However, they are quite informative in what they cover. Leigh Whannell talks for about half an hour. A lot of it is about his influences, also working with his crew in Australia and his frequent collaborations. There's a 15-minute with Kylie Dufresne, who's the producer on this and the producing partner, and she talks about her collaboration not only with Leigh Whannell but also Jason Blum, who's one of the producers of this film, and goes into some details as to the various challenges facing the production when trying to make a movie of this scale. There's a 10-minute interview with director of photography Stefan Desio, who talks about his frequent collaborations with Leigh Whannell and how they went about creating this for the big screen. There's also a 10-minute interview with editor Andy Canny, talking about his collaborations with Leigh Whannell in this process and shaping the story. And finally, Chris Weir, the fight choreographer, rounds off talking about the various fight scenes in this film and what his influences were growing up when he was watching movies, and how he and Leigh Whannell had similar tastes in these sort of things. So again, all quite interesting to listen to. So again, you get about an hour of these interviews in addition to the audio commentary, making this quite an attractive release. It really is a bit of a hidden gem, so if you haven't seen this film and you're into sort of sci-fi action thrillers, definitely check this one out. And that concludes the special edition release of Upgrade. It's very worth pointing out that this UK release is a Region B Blu Ray, so I don't believe this is available in North America. If anybody out there is interested in this version, then they need to make sure they have a multi-region Blu Ray player in order to play this disc back, so that's worth making note of. And that brings us to the end of another home media minefield. I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, please do like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss anything, and also please spread the word. So if you've got any questions relating to home cinema, home media, physical media, etc., or if there's any particular films that you'd like me to cover, please put some comments in the section down below, and I will answer those or get to those as soon as I can. But in the meantime, thank you very much for stopping here today, and I will speak to you next time.